Yeah, all right, everybody. I'm cutting the music. Damn it. Let's get started. It's just another day in the life of the Break Room Podcast. I'm Jackie Sangria here, and it looks like Hells is already in the house. That's remarkable because we just started up. But I want to welcome you all to my 13-year-old Minecraft map server. Hasn't been a server for all 13 years, but this map, Totel, has a lot of rich history on it. There's a lot of folks that have built on it over the years and continue to build on it, mostly me. And yeah, we've got a lot of interest lately in the inner machinations of my mind and how this all works. So I'm going to give you a whole grand tour of everything that there is to see here. I got a nice little vantage point here. And yeah, let's get started here. So again, I'm Jackie Sangria. This map I have lovingly named Totel is it originally started as a survival map, actually, back on the Xbox 360. Hells, how do I sound, by the way? Let me know how my mic sounds and everything. Hopefully everything is optimal value for your viewing comfort. So this started as a survival map way back when, and actually, it's funny because you can kind of see all the survival stuff. This is all like all right, good to know. This is all the survival mode stuff that was created back in the day, pretty much from here on. So you can see much more simple. This was created in survival mode. I remember being so proud of that. Foolish boy that I was. But I'm going to take you back to where it all started, actually. Good to know, Benny. Welcome, fellas. And yeah, we're just going to get right into it. I'm not going to talk the whole time. This all started as a mountain. I carved it down. I built my house here. You can see these are the city walls. I built a nice little city here. I'm showing you all the boring stuff first because I really want to milk this for a little while. But I just want to show you that there's a lot of character and there's just a lot more to this map on the lower level than just the giant structures I've been creating today. I mean, we have pubs, we have very intricately designed stuff. And I remember at one point, the hardest thing that I ever made was this pyramid over here. So me and little Joe made this pyramid. And this is a traditional square pyramid. This was before creative mode. This is still survival mode, but we found out how to duplicate blocks. And we duplicated the glowstone, and we built that. And that took forever. And that used to be the build limit, too. That was the height of how high you could build on survival mode on 360. And right after we finished building that, everybody kind of stopped playing. And I went on and I made this globe here, this ice dome. And right after I built the ice dome, they tripled how high you could build, which is why I built the pyramid on top of it. But let's start there. I'm going to show you my, what I lovingly call the Collaboratorium, which is this giant pyramid complex here. And we're going to take a nice little tour inside of there and see all the cool stuff in there. But first, for you to truly appreciate what this pyramid is, I've built a little model over here, which I know Oler appreciates. He's going to laugh that I'm showing off the model here. But people have been asking my process, so this would be a very simple pyramid here. You see, it's just a square, and then a bigger square, and a bigger square. So it's pretty much just a square getting higher and higher, and as it gets higher, the squares get smaller, and that's that. Okay, that's fine. But what I wanted to create was something like this. This is a diagonal pyramid. Now look at that. More three-dimensional. I mean, when you look down on it, it's just trippy, right? So to build a pyramid like this diagonally, it's actually a colossal pain in the ass. You have to pretty much build sideways, as I've done a couple times here. Right? And then you gotta do that, and then you gotta go back and you gotta knock these out underneath. So imagine doing that with glass for thousands of hours, because that's pretty much what it took to create the pyramid. So colossal pain in the ass, but I'm glad that I made it. Alright, let's go inside. Let's see, maybe I'll just... You guys don't have to see my mug the whole time, so let's just get all gameplay. You get the idea. God, this took forever to build. So we are inside of an ice globe. What I did was I pretty much made a giant X in it and put a bunch of districts within each. So for the folks that have been asking my process, I usually create things thinking about it from a top-down perspective. So if I'm up here in the sky looking down on it, what does it look like? And so a lot of these things have come to be. I really enjoy, you know, something that makes like an optical illusion, such as this is one of my favorite things that I've built. I just love it. And since we're down here, I might as well show you our restaurant, chicken dinners. So you just flip the switch a couple times, punch the chicken. Oh, uh-oh. Go ahead. Boom. You got yourself a cooked chicken. Yep, beautiful. Chicken dinners. Genius concept. So this is one of my first major structures that I've built, and it took forever. Took me forever. And there's multiple districts. I mean, I love this spot over here. And there's even like an underworld over here. Up. On the door there. So what happened was my friends all left my server and started playing on another friend's server. And at about that time, I just finished the globe. And they started building a pyramid that was right when I finished the globe, they tripled how high you could build. So they started building a pyramid that height. So not to be outdone, I built this pyramid diagonally, threw it in their face. But the idea is you have the lower district, the globe with the castle inside. You have the water district, which is just a giant tank of water with fish in it, pretty much. I'm actually in the process of adding coral and other cool stuff in there, but I'll just show you for the time being. Nice little fish tank, you know? And then we have the Cloud District. I wanted this to be a place where if I ever return this map to survival mode, people could come back here as like a sanctuary, and there's food and, you know, all their resources they need for survival. So yeah, it's my Cloud District. Again, this is where I experiment with making buildings from a top-down perspective, creating some kind of illusion. Nothing on this map is ever actually really totally finished, but from there we moved on. Building with circles is a colossal pain in the ass, I will tell you folks. Making that sphere was one of the hardest things I ever did. This was a little bit easier, but still very hard to make. So as I mentioned earlier, this map was originally a survival mode map on the 360. It's 13 years old, and back then the map size was actually quite small. There was a limited map size, and when you were able to, as Minecraft developed, you were eventually able to expand your map. But what ended up happening was it kind of just made like a stark cutoff from where the old map was to where the new map began. This used to be the corner of the old map, and yeah, they extended it out to be pretty much infinite. So over time, we've been trying to just fill in all of the area as far as the eye can see. All of these structures here. We have our fleet of ships, ever growing. Anybody wants to build any boats, we're happy to have you on the server. And you know what I'm going to do? Before I continue showing some of the older stuff, I'm going to show you one of the newest things I've been working on. This is a sneak peek. So for the few people that are actually watching right now, this will be what my next video is with some music behind it. Of course, we can't play any music here with copyright rules and whatnot, but so I blew up the end. I totally blew up all landmass that is in the end. So we just have a giant void in space. And I actually took something that I built in the overland and I kind of copied it, but I made a different version of it. And I want to show you guys this because I'm really proud of this. This is just what it looks like from a distance. Just got to get in position and then change some settings here. So folks, again, this is not before seen. I had an alternative version of this that I made when I put some Pink Floyd behind it. But this is a new version. Let's just okay, hold on. I want to try to get this as let me go down a little bit more. So the first step is getting it centered. I gotta get my video settings right here. We're gonna make the field of view all the way up because I think it looks a lot cooler when we do that. And we are going to hide the HUD. Okay, so now once we do that, I try to center this as much as possible. Okay. Let's go down the bottom. Lock in, folks. Not too shabby, right? Shit's been taking forever. Hold on, we're just gonna take a little smoke break here. This shit has been taking me forever, guys. My eyes are twitching. I think I'm at the point where I guess I could consider it finished or almost finished. We're very close to finally getting this thing done. All right, you know what we're gonna do? Since I'm indulging over here, just gonna fly up without spinning. I'll fly up without spinning, and we'll maybe play some Vice City music or something. Give me 1 minute while I take a little break here, folks.